welcome to Live Interactive English. I'm Matt.
And I'm Kiki.
And today we're going to be looking at part 2 of the wonderful world of pancakes. And you know, that reminds me, I went for breakfast last week at a restaurant here in Taipei. And I ordered a pancake. It said on the menu, in their English menu, it said pancakes. So I ordered the pancakes. And then they brought me waffles.
What? Waffles?
Like, what? These aren't pancakes. These are clearly waffles, which is kind of like a pancake, but has the holes in it, and it was made in a waffle iron.
Right.
So it doesn't look like a pancake.
You must have been really confused.
Yeah, it was still a delicious breakfast,
right.
But it wasn't pancakes.
Right. But that's because in Chinese, the word for pancake and waffles is actually the same word.
Really?
It's 松饼.
Okay.
Okay. But actually, waffles and pancakes are quite different because pancakes, they are fluffier, right? They have more baking soda, so it's more fluffy and soft. Whereas waffles, there's more egg and butter to make the outside more crispy.
Right, yeah. So I wanted a soft, fluffy pancake and not really a crispy waffle. The waffles are great sometimes because, especially when you're putting something like maple syrup on top or you're putting butter on top, it goes into those holes and fills up the holes with delicious sugar and fat.
So actually, there's lots of different ways to use the word pancake, especially in Taiwan. So things like scallion pancakes, 葱油饼, or even 煎饼, sometimes is used to describe the pancake.
We
to
call
describe
that
it.
pancake. Yeah, you might see that called a pancake if you see an English menu for one of these places selling those.
Right, which kind of makes sense because it's just something. It's a cake-like food that is cooked in a pan, right?
So I think we're going to learn about lots of other kinds of pancakes from around the world when we get into part 2 today.
Now that we've learned some fun facts about pancakes, let's take a look at some pancakes from around the world. American pancakes. American pancakes are a breakfast favorite. They're thick and fluffy, and they're often piled high, covered in butter and sweet maple syrup, or served with bacon and eggs on the side. Other popular toppings include honey, whipped cream, and fresh fruit. French crepes. Crepes are thin pancakes that come from France. People enjoy them as either a sweet treat or savory dish by filling them with chocolate, fruit, or ham and cheese. After the crepes have been loaded with filling, they're folded into triangles. Bon appetit!
Welcome back to part 2 of the wonderful world of pancakes. Let's get back to our article. Now that we've learned some fun facts about pancakes, let's take a look at some pancakes from around the world.
Right. So our first one, American pancakes. American pancakes are a breakfast favorite. They're thick and fluffy, and they're often piled high, covered in butter and sweet maple syrup, or served with bacon and eggs on the side. Okay, so yeah, American pancakes is what I would think of, what first comes to my mind when I think of pancakes. And in America, they even have special restaurants just for pancakes, which are called pancake houses. So you can go to a pancake house if you really want that tall stack or that pile of pancakes.
Right. So a pile is when you put things on top of another or to stack things. So sometimes there are games where you can stack blocks. And to pile something is to put one thing on top of the other so that it becomes really high. So when you've got all these pancakes piled up, you got a nice stack of pancakes. So for an example, he piled his dirty clothes on his desk. So he put all his clothes on his desk and, they're all piled up.
Wow.
So he doesn't have any place to work or eat his pancakes.
Nowhere to do work or do your homework. He can't get anything done. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I like the American pancakes. I used to like that style and having like chocolate chips or having maple syrup, so it really can be a really sweet breakfast item.
Usually when you go to pancake houses, it really is a sweet day. You're going to be hyped up on sugar all day, aren't you? So back to our article. Other popular toppings include honey, whipped cream, and fresh fruit.
So just as you said, more sweet things to add to your pancakes. So one of them is whipped cream. So whip is a verb meaning to beat a food item or to mix quickly a food item, usually cream, as in this case it is cream. And as you whip the cream, it'll get fluffy, you'll get air inside it. You can also whip like egg whites. The white part of an egg is often used as a whipped egg whites to make it fluffy to use in lots of pies or other, usually dessert items. So our example sentence, he whipped the cream and put it in the fridge. So he whipped the cream, so he made whipped cream. So our next international pancake, French crepes. Crepes are thin pancakes that come from France. People enjoy them as either a sweet treat or savory dish by filling them with chocolate, fruit, or ham and cheese.
After the crepes have been loaded with filling, they're folded into triangles. Bon appetit!
Bon appetit. So bon appetit is a French expression, which is appropriate for our French crepes.
Right.
And bon appetit in French means good appetite, or I hope you have a strong appetite. I hope you're ready to eat or enjoy your food. And it's something that we borrow from French and English, and we will say bon appetit when giving someone some food.
Right, and basically you just really want someone to enjoy what they're eating, right? So we also saw the word fold, okay? Fold is a verb, and it's the action to bend something over itself so that one part covers the other, or it covers itself. Sometimes you can fold things to cover or wrap something with a soft or flexible material. Now, an example in this case, because we're talking about pancakes and making pancakes, an example is when you're making a cake, you keep folding the mixture until the ingredients are mixed well. Okay, so not only do we fold our paper, okay, she carefully folded the letter and placed it in an envelope. Okay, you can fold paper, you can fold clothes, but when we're cooking, especially when we're baking, you can also use the word fold to describe mixing the ingredients.
Okay. Okay, so our next vocabulary word is triangle. And a triangle is just a three-sided shape. So any shape with three sides, sort of like this, it's a triangle. And in this case, they're folding the crepes into the shape of triangles. So another popular food item that comes often in almost a triangle shape, not quite because one edge is rounded, but is pizza. So for example, Mary cut the pizza into triangles. So in this case, maybe she's actually making sure each of the three sides is straight so that there are actual triangle pizza slices.
Well, we've learned a lot about different pancakes around the world. Let's take a break and see what else we learned in the next part.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们在第一天的课文介绍一些关于煎饼的有趣事实，接着要来看看一些来自世界各地的煎饼。那第一个要介绍是美式松饼，这种松饼又厚又蓬松，通常会堆得高高的，然后淋上奶油，还有甜甜的枫糖浆，或者是搭配培根和鸡蛋一起用。其他受欢迎的配料还包括蜂蜜啊、生奶油，还有新鲜水果。其实通常吃美式松饼就是想吃甜的嘛，想要让自己摄取很多糖分，感觉就会兴奋一整天。Kiki 老师用到片语动词 hype up，hype 是拼作 hype， 那么 hype up 它表示使某人兴奋或是激动的意思。再看到单字Pile 当动词表示堆叠、堆积，它也可以当名词表达一叠一堆。那补充一下 stack。 它当动词也可以表达堆放，把什么叠成堆，它是拼作 stack。那这个字也可以当名词去表达一叠一堆。下一个单字 whip， 它表示搅打，像我们说打蛋啊、打奶油就会用到这个动词。那么 whipped cream 就表示经过打发的鲜奶油或是生奶油。下一个要介绍的是法式可丽饼，人们喜欢在可丽饼里面填入巧克力、水果或者是火腿和 cheese 来当做甜点或者是咸食来享用。那可丽饼在填满馅料后就会被折成三角形。我们看单字 fold， 它是动词表示折叠，那么 triangle 就是三角形。好，这边3个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，来看第一个重点是 now that 主词加动词，表示既然怎么样，由于怎么样。Now that 是当连接词用，那么 that 可以省略，这时候其实就跟 since 意思相近。举例来说 ，Now that she has retired, she plans to travel around the world. 既然她已经退休了，她打算要去环游世界。第二重点是Either A or B 表示不是 A 就是 B，A 或 B 其中一个。那么 either 点点点 or 点点点可以连接2个词性相同的字词。如果用来连接主词的话，记得动词是要搭配 B 做变化。我们看2个例句哦。I can't remember his name. It's either Gavin or Greg. 我不记得他的名字了，不是 Gavin 就是 Greg。好，那么第二个例句是 Either you or Jamie has to fix the problem. 不是你就是 Jamie 得解决这个问题。那现在我们最靠近动词的主词是 Jamie， 是这个 be 的这个主词，所以后面是要搭配 has to 而不是 have to。好，那比较一个用法是，当我们在强调两者皆非的时候，是要用 neither A nor B， 表示既不是 A 也不是 B。那连接主词的时候，一样动词要配合 B 做变化。例如Neither Dave nor his brothers like horror movies. Dave 和他的兄弟都不喜欢恐怖片。那例句里面的动词就要配合最靠近的主词 his brothers， 所以是用 like 而不是 likes。那第3个重点是 fill A with B， 表示将 A 装满 B， 用 B 把 A 填满。那被动用法就是 A be filled with B。fill 在这边是当动词，表示使装满、充满。好，我们看主动用法的例句 He filled the bottle with water. 他把瓶子装满水。那来看被动用法的例句是 The basket is filled with fresh fruit. 篮子里面有满满的新鲜水果。接话课文中。
Indian dosas. Dosas are savory pancakes that are made from rice and lentils.These crispy Indian pancakes are usually served with delicious chutneys and curries, and they're often filled with a mixture of cooked potato and spices. From fluffy American pancakes with butter and syrup to crispy Indian dosas with tomato chutney, there's a pancake out there for everyone. So, gather your ingredients, heat up your pan, and get
flipping.Welcome back. We are continuing to learn about pancakes from around the world. So far we've learned about American pancakes, which are soft and fluffy pancakes. And then we've learned about French crepes, which are thin pancakes filled with other food items to make them either sweet or savory. So what's next?
Next, we're going to travel to India and learn about Indian dosas.Dosas are savory pancakes that are made from rice and lentils. These crispy Indian pancakes are usually served with delicious chutneys and curries, and they're often filled with a mixture of cooked potato and spices.
I love dosas.
Yes,
I
me
really
too.
like them.
And especially when you eat dosas,what you're eating is not just the pancake, right? You're eating the sauce, the curry, and the chutneys.
That's right. So all of it has a lot of spices. So spice is another vocabulary word. And spice is a vegetable substance with a particular smell or flavor that is added to food or drink to give it a particular taste, to make it taste a certain way. So some of these we might think of like cinnamon or cumin or
peppercorn.
Pepper, yeah, so peppercorn made into pepper. So for example, he added some spices to the soup to give it some more flavor. Okay, so let's continue. From fluffy American pancakes with butter and syrup to crispy Indian dosas with tomato chutney. There's a pancake out there for everyone. So gather your ingredients, heat up your pan, and get flipping.
Well, we see this word ingredient. Okay, so ingredient is usually different items, food items that we put into a recipe or something that we're cooking or making.
So all of the items that come together to make another food item.
Right.
So when you look at the packaging of a food item that you've bought from a store, it will always list the ingredients or the things that it's made of on the back of the packaging.
Right. And today we learned some of the ingredients that goes into all sorts of pancakes. Actually, they all have a similar ingredient, which most importantly is flour, eggs, and some form of liquid, either water or milk.
That's right.
What do you think, Matt? Have you ever tried pancakes from different countries? What were they like?
So, yeah, I have tried a lot of different pancakes, but one of my favorites is okonomiyaki from Japan. I thought they were really delicious. So what it is it's a flour batter, which has like cabbage, and it's cooked all together, and then it has a brown sauce they put on top, which is really delicious. And they put these bonito, or these like dried fish flakes on top, and the steam makes them wiggle like the pancake's alive when you're going to eat it.
Right, and they usually cook it in front of you.
That's right.
Or you can cook it yourself sometimes, right?
So what do you think? What pancake from a different country have you tried?
I've also tried a lot of different pancakes, but my favorite is the Kaiserschmarrn. Okay, and it's a German type of pancake, but what's interesting, the ingredients are almost the same as a normal pancake, but what's important is the whipped egg whites. Okay, so you whip the egg whites and then you fold it into your pancake mix and then you cook it in a big pan. Now, it comes out not in a circle. When you're in the pan, you start breaking up the pancake pieces. So when you serve it, they come in little pieces.
Wow, so I think you've given me one more pancake that I need to try in addition to all these other pancakes in the world. So we hope you can go out and try to find what pancake you like best, and we'll see you next time.
好，那下一个要介绍的是印度煎卷饼，它是由米和扁豆制成的咸煎饼，通常会搭配美味的酸辣酱还有咖喱一起享用。那这种饼里面常常填满了煮熟的马铃薯和香料的混合物。好 ，spice 就是香料或是调味品。那这时候老师们有提到 cinnamon 就是肉桂。cumin 是孜然，还有 peppercorn 是胡椒粒。那我们再看到补充单字 ingredient， 它可以表达食材啊、成分或者是要素，构成要素。Matt 老师提到，在食品包装上面通常会有成分表嘛。那老师说的 packaging P-A-C-K-A-G-I-N-G packaging 这个名词表示包装或是包装材料。好，那么老师最后也有提到，他很喜欢吃像大阪烧这一类的日式煎饼，上面就会淋酱汁啊，放柴鱼片。那么热气会让这个柴鱼片动来动去，感觉很美味。好，柴鱼片通常就是煎鱼干片。那老师提到这个 bonito 就是煎鱼，还有提到 flake F-L-A-K-E 它是指小薄片的意思，还有提到 wiggle W-I-G-G-L-E wiggle 就是摆动扭动。好，那么 Kiki 老师则聊到他喜欢的是 Kaiserschmarrn， 那有人是把它翻译成皇帝煎饼，这种甜点看起来就像是被切成一小块一小块的煎饼。好啦，那么以上就是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Now that we've learned some fun facts about pancakes, let's take a look at some pancakes from around the world. American pancakes. American pancakes are a breakfast favorite. They're thick and fluffy, and they're often piled high, covered in butter and sweet maple syrup, or served with bacon and eggs on the side. Other popular toppings include honey, whipped cream, and fresh fruit. French crepes. Crepes are thin pancakes that come from France. People enjoy them as either a sweet treat or savory dish by filling them with chocolate, fruit, or ham and cheese. After the crepes have been loaded with filling, they're folded into triangles. Bon appetit! Indian dosas. Dosas are savory pancakes that are made from rice and lentils. These crispy Indian pancakes are usually served with delicious chutneys and curries, and they're often filled with a mixture of cooked potato and spices. From fluffy American pancakes with butter and syrup to crispy Indian dosas with tomato chutney, there's a pancake out there for everyone. So, gather your ingredients, heat up your pan, and get flipping.
Welcome to our company. We're really happy to have you on board.
Oh, thank you so very much. I'm really happy to be part of the team.
Our HR department is right over there. So if you have any questions about annual leave, you can go to the HR and ask them about it.
Sounds perfect.
And our office uses a hot desking system.
Hot desking system. Hot desking system.
Right, yeah, it has been really hot lately. So does that mean we don't have air conditioning?
Today we're going to introduce the phrase called to hot desk and the idea behind hot desking in modern offices.
Ouch! It's burning hot! It's a hot desk!
No, it's not. To hot desk is a verb and hot desking is a noun. Not like before when everyone had a desk. In a hot desking office, there are a certain number of desks and computers available for people to use, and anyone who needs them can use them.
Okay, I see. So in this way, companies can save space by reducing the overall number of desks.
And that's all the time we have for today. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.